Today, I'm going to drive my Porsche back to school. Hey everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In just a minute, we're going to talk a little bit about the video that you're about to see. But if I could, I'd like to take just a quick second to reach out to all of our subscribers and say thank you so much for being with us over this last year, while at the same time apologize to you for the lack of any content over the last couple of months. With the holidays last year and family commitments and a few issues I've been dealing with, the first of the year we've been somewhat neglect in bringing you any fresh content. But that's going to change. As you can see, we're going to see a new video here shortly, and then we have some other projects that we have planned for February, while at the same time we are headed to Amelia Island, the Concours d'Elegance come March, and we'll be able to provide a full content storyline for you for that weekend also. Next week, we're going to be providing you a new video with my brand new 2024 Spyder RS. And then from that point, probably mid-February, we're going to do another video with the 2023 911 Targa 4 GTS. And then from that point, we're moving into March, as I just mentioned a moment ago, about Amelia Island. We basically have all three sepia brown Porsches registered for the Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance weekend. And starting on Friday, March 7th, will be the Porsche Works reunion. And then on Saturday is going to be the Cars and Caffeine, which is going to be on the same field that they have their Sunday Concours d'Elegance at the Ritz Hotel. So it's really going to be a full, fun-packed weekend that we're going to bring you as much content as we can, some behind the scenes, some B-rolls, and whatever other footage we can include for that weekend for you. Let's get back to the video where I drive my Porsche back to school. The Pine School Car Show is an 18th annual celebration of 100 years of cars. Well, we initially had all three sepia brown Porsches registered for the event, but with some heavy rain the night before, field was going to be soaking wet. I decided that being that we're taking all three cars to Amelia in just a little over a month, I didn't think it was going to be right. The roads were wet. I didn't really want to drive the Spyder RS and the 2023 Targa. But so we decided to take just the 73 911 Targa, because that car is a little easier to clean, easier to pull the wheels, put it up on jack stands, and just much easier to detail than as if we had to detail the other two cars. This is probably, I believe, the 7th year that we have gone to the event. So it's our local car show, and get an opportunity to see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of familiar cars that we've seen over the years. Well, the Pine School, being it's the 18th annual, they've done it for a number of years. It's a beautiful school. They basically started, I believe, the first 10, I think the first 12 or 13 years, the venue was basically in the backside, the west side of the school. And it was a few years ago they brought it to the front of the school, which has that big grass lawn field. An event like this is important because, once again, it brings the community together. We all have something in common, whether we have a Model A, whether we have a vintage MG, whether we have a custom truck, whether we have American muscle car, whether, not to be repetitious and keep saying whether, but whether we have an exotic, or whether we have an older new Porsche. It's an opportunity for everybody to display their cars, while at the same time have the camaraderie of everybody at the venue. The atmosphere was a little bit light this year because of the heavy rain that we had the night before, so I think a lot of the registered entrants were a little bit reluctant to bring the vehicle. But as it turned out, it turned out to be a beautiful day. Spectatorship was a little bit light in comparison to the previous years, but there's certainly several hundred people there. I believe there were about 185 cars that did make it to the field. The reaction, I think, from some of the people that were at the venue, I think, the Porsche, the 73 911T showed very well, as it always does. She's been very successful in a lot of the car shows. I think out of the line of Porsches that were there, I'd have to say the 73 probably got a bit more attention than some of the other cars. There were certainly some other nice vehicles there, a brand new 992.2 GT3 RS. Beautiful vintage Porsches also, but I think the 73 still represented herself pretty well. Because this is one of our local car shows, and we have been probably, as I mentioned, 7 or 8 times to the venue, it's on my schedule. We will be making the event, weather permitting, every year from this point. If you liked the video that you just saw, then please go ahead and subscribe, and then we'll see everybody next week with the storyline for our Spyder RS.